Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. It's been a while. We've had some health issues getting in the way of streaming the past few days. We're back. So before we start today, we want to talk a bit about this fundraising event that we've been doing, what the future of it looks like. Yeah, let's just get the ball rolling, shall we? So Fadeleaf. First and foremost, if this is your first time watching, this is Never Turn Back, Aid for Gaza, a fundraising event we're doing where we're playing through every single library route of Shadow the Hedgehog, while raising funds for Project Hope's medical relief in Gaza. Gaza is under siege by Israel, who are enacting an illegal genocide of the Palestinian people and occupying the West Bank. And the Gaza presently have no fully functioning hospitals left. They have very limited resources. Then, like, food is not being allowed to enter the country. Israel shuts down their electricity, and are just killing countless humans for being, well, not Israel. This is horrible, and thankfully Project Hope is one of many organizations that are pushing to help. Project Hope specifically seeks out to provide medical items and comfort items such as mattresses, things, medicine, etc. And all the money that we gather on these streams go directly to that cause. Now, we've been doing this since March, and our tracker is at $608 right now. Our goal was $1,000. We're not going to hit the goal before the end of April. We're also not going to finish playing through all the library routes of Shadow the Hedgehog before the end of April, because we are not even a third of the way through, because there's a lot. So here's how that's going to work moving forward. Hello, Missan. Hello, Reese. You cut your hair. We did cut our hair. Yes. So here's how it's going to work moving forward. As April closes out, the active fundraiser streams will be going on a break. With that said, we will keep this fundraiser going until we're done with all the routes in Shadow the Hedgehog. Because April ends and our dedicated months of playing this ends, doesn't change the fact that the horrors in Gaza continue. So basically, now and then, throughout the months that follow, we'll be doing Never Turn Back streams. The same style we've been doing. We'll keep the incentives, we'll keep the tracker, and we'll keep going. We'll keep going. It just won't be on a regular schedule the way it's been as it's been from March and April, because we can't keep doing that many streams a week at the moment. We need to look after our health. But yeah, we'll continue with Never Turn Back even after April's over. Look forward to that. And of course, if you can donate, please donate. Donating is great, and if you can't donate, if you can't afford that, totally understandable. Share the link. That always helps. Only wanted you to say hi. All right. Yeah. She's streaming Master's Quest. We have time Master Quest right now. We did consider jumping into a call with her in the hour leading up to our stream, but decided not to. Don't think she realized that we were planning on streaming on the same day, but it happens. let's just hop into the game, shall we? Oh, actually, no. Before we do that, we need to read a donation. Let's watch the donation first and foremost. There it is. In darkness, a doom sweeps the land, and this doom takes the shape of a Shadow the Hedgehog competitive tournament. That's $55 from Moto to the 2-player battle tournament. If you want to donate for any of the incentives, we currently have a minimum kills run, playing through Sonic Forces episode Shadow, and the 2-player battle tournament on this. They're starting on screen tomorrow. Yeah, so that's our fault. We wrote about today's stream on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Facebook last night, and then when we wrote it in the Discord server this morning, we just copied the text. So we said tomorrow night, but that was because the text was from yesterday. So that's why. That's our mistake. We are streaming tomorrow night as well. But yeah. Now, let's hop into the game, shall we? Hello, Moto. And yeah, we cut our hair. It's very short now, but we like it. You can't really tell, but we have like a lesbian flag in our the back of our head. Doesn't really show up on camera, but like the dye in our hair is like very faded and orangey here, and then it goes down to stuff that's still pink right at the bottom. You see? You really can't see it, but it looks cool IRL. All right. That could basically like, yeah. Alright, so we got 72, the Fallen Angel of Despair. That was the last one, so let's update the number. Okie dokie. Oh, it's a space gadget run. $73. Right. Yeah, we got our haircut today. Very happy with it. Feels good. Feels good. We were getting really annoyed with our long hair. It was too long. And like the thing is, we actually wouldn't mind having long hair if it was actually long, but it was like too long to feel like it was short hair, but too short to feel like long hair, and it was just like the worst kind of middle ground, and we were annoyed with it. So yeah. Been over a week since we played the Shadow now, so hopefully we're not too rusty. We'll see. You know, if nothing else, one thing that's gonna be nice about taking a break from the regular Never Turn Back streams is not having to wear this incredibly warm onesie during summer weather, you know? Yeah, and like ultimately we do feel better in short hair, and like we like think it just looks better on us. So ultimately it's nice to just cut the hair off than try and throw it out full. What about video game rumors earlier? Maybe try and think of the unlock Easter eggs in games that are so convoluted and weird they sound like someone made them up. My go-to example is the Regis in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, or the Regis in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah. The Rebecca Chambers basketball photo in Resident Evil 2. That's a good one. If you in Resident Evil 2, if you go to when you're in the Stars office, if you go to Captain Wesker's desk, and you examine the desk 50 times in a row, you are given a roll of film that you can develop, which is a picture of Rebecca Chambers from the first game in a with a basketball. But like, you tell people that, you know, like, you're like, oh yeah, if you search Wesker's desk 50 times, he has a photo of Rebecca. People are like, that sounds fake. It's true.
Well done, Shadow.
The Boston Sonic merch? Oh, that's cool.
Anybody who gets in my way is my enemy.
Yep. Lorelai's room is filled up with plushies for every 50 times you beat.
Perfect.
Oh, you have the Amy figure now? Is it the same one we have that has like really stiff arms? And she's like too big? Or have they actually released a better one? Did you see that they're gonna release a Tangle figure? It's out in America, but like it's coming out soon in Europe, hopefully. But yeah, Tangle, the first IDW character to get a figure, is your good old lesbian lemur.
Attention, emergency broad.
Still trying to find Agent Stone, the triple pack with Agent Stone, Super Sonic, Super Shadow. Europe, but haven't seen it.
The sensation. I feel weakness atop this light. I see. I can control which way this leads.
We've been selling off a lot of things to get some money. But like, the money we get, it's like, immediately we need to use it on like meds or phone bills or other things like that, food. Yeah, because we have we actually have the Eggman that's the same size from Sonic 2. So like, we just need the Agent Stone one. But we still haven't seen it anywhere in Europe. We've been to several stores, both dedicated toy stores and general stores that have like Yak specific toys, and that one has not showed up.
This is a light speed. That red
And it's really, really expensive to import from the US. Anyway, so we're trying to think about what games we're gonna play in May. We have that Nazi killing stream that's happening, but also looking at other games. We talked about doing Clair Obscur Expedition 33 for a stream, so we really want to play that. But we're currently thinking maybe we should play that like not on stream. To have a game that we don't need to like stream when playing. We haven't decided yet.
Stop attacking our animals.
Also, you might have seen that yesterday we uploaded our 2015 playthrough of Alone in the Dark Illumination, aka Alone in the Dark 6, which is, in our opinion, the worst game ever made. There's a reason we uploaded that game. You see, that game turns 10 years old this year. You can figure out where we're going with this. Also, we still have not been able to find a charger for our Wii U gamepad. We might just have to like actually buy a new one, which would suck. But we want to play Alone in the Dark 5 Wii, so. Actually, we were thinking the other night. Something we would love to do at some point when we like have time for it, because this would be a long one. We want to do an Alone in the Dark, marathon, like speedrun. We should be playing through Alone in the Dark 1, Alone in the Dark 2, Alone in the Dark 3, Alone in the Dark The New Nightmare, Alone in the Dark 2008, Alone in the Dark Illumination, and Grace in the Dark, and then Alone in the Dark 2024. Oh wait, we forgot Jack in the Dark as well. Maybe even throwing Prisoner of Ice and Shadow the Comet. I think that would be really fun, because most of those games are not that long. The longest one is probably 08. Even then, it's mainly long because of the unskippable cutscenes. And if you allow New Game Plus, which like it's our own category, we can choose that. You can even like you don't have to like do the route hunting in 2008. Yeah, we're thinking about maybe doing that. It would be a lot of fun. We found a super silver figure. That's nice. That's nice. Let's do this silly thing. You can beat the game twice, then beat the 4th survivor minigame. You unlock a game where you play as a sentient blobs of tofu. Yep, sure do. That one is more well known though. At least it was back when we were young. But yeah, what else like that exists? These days, it's like modern games don't have stuff like that hidden because nowadays everything needs to have an achievement. You know? Yeah, what are we doing here? Neutral. Okay. But yeah, so you can't like have anything properly secret because like all those achievements are gonna end up on a list, and you want all the juicy secrets to be part of unlocking the platinum trophy or whatever. Modern games barely even have unlocks. Yeah, that's true. Or alternate game modes, unless it's paid DLC. And to be fair, all of that is very understandable because, like, games just take forever to develop now. So, like, spending, you know, potentially weeks or even months on something that most players won't even see is gonna feel like a waste for a lot of people. But of course, the obvious solution there is to go back to an older style of video game development, but that's not gonna happen. You also got the Sonic movie plushie for Sonic the Shadow, the fluffy ones. The ones that we have? Or the actual, the ones that are like, oh no, the actual fluffy ones, the bigger ones? We've been looking for those in like stores, because we can buy them online, but we haven't seen them in any local stores here. But yeah, Tails doesn't have that yet. Only Sonic and Shadow do. Are you welcome online? Oh, okay. Yeah. In that case, we know where to find them as well. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, it is popular.
I got it. The first secret.
That movie was a ridiculous hit.
I think it's grind along that pipe. Those gun robots just keep on coming. If you hop on through that ring-shaped thing, it'll whip you on forward.
All right. Next up is Sky Troops Hero Mission,
I found it. The fourth emerald.
which is destroying the temples, right?
Perfect.
Whew. Hmm. Well, you can still find a lot of the Sonic 2 merch decently priced, so don't think those will go up in price that quickly.
Staring at it from
Because they're still being mass produced.
I've seen it before.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Stuff that's limited, definitely. Like, if you're trying to like get like the Build-A-Bear shadows or stuff like that, for example, that's like ridiculously expensive. There's also like there's this person that makes like really cute and detailed cat plushies. They have released a Shadow the Hedgehog cat. That's absolutely adorable. We don't know if they're made to order, if it's a limited order. We haven't actually looked because we can't spend money on that. Although we have some potentially good news. We actually got into a few university classes for summer. They're just summer classes. They're not full programs, but it means that like we might have student funding this summer, which would mean that we don't have to worry too much about not affording NACON. But we'll see. We'll see. Hoping that studying will be something we're capable of doing, because we haven't really tried it in a long time. So it is very much a trial thing. Like that's why like, we went with summer programs rather than a full program now. It was like if we can handle that, then we can find out if we would be able to actually apply to a full semester or potentially multiple semesters of studying. You know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's literally today that they like sent out the responses. We got into 2 and got put as a reserve for 4 others. And it's a little bit of a shame because one of those it was like a main pick that we wanted to get, and we're a reserve for that one. And now we're like, we wait with like confirming to see if maybe we get into the one we're a reserve for. Like, we're not sure. But we'll see. Gonna take some time to think about it because we don't need to answer until next week anyway. Hey guys, We have not gotten. This is not Cliffy Canyon. This is Sky Troops. We're not at Digital Circuit yet. We might be seeing Glyphic Canyon. So maybe. Wait. Are we? No, wait. Prison Island Hero is gonna be the change. What does that? Have you seen the Guilty Gear Stripe anime bridge scene? Of course! Of course we have! Of course we have seen the scene where a girl listens to Bridget explaining that she's a trans woman and then seeing her naked and being all hot and bothered with her. Of course we have seen that. It was a beautiful scene.
The doctor.
Hello, Gwen. But yeah, trans rep and sapphic rep in our Guilty Gear. Love it.
Perfect.
Wish we were playing Guilty Gear, but haven't played that since Guilty Gear. Old one. New hair color. No, not new hair color. New haircut. But same hair color. We haven't decided what we're gonna do color-wise yet. Alright, Space Gadget Dark. What is Space Gadget Dark? Because Neutral is getting to the Emerald. Hero is getting to the Emerald before Sonic.
We once raced each other here. This is just like old times. A race for the emerald.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, the pink is pretty faded at this point. It's been washed out. It's mostly orange. In the neck, it's still pink, but yeah. Oh, that's the mission, right? Okay. Okay. Do we have how many keys do we have? 2. Okay. I don't know if we have an A rank on this or not. Actually, I think we don't. I think we have A rank on Hero and Dark, Hero and Neutral, but not Dark. So let's try and get that now. Let's try to only kill gun bots. That could have gone bad. That's not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to hit that ledge. This game. We love it, but it's doesn't always work as intended. Then again, is there any game that we like that works as intended? By the way, Andrea, you know how I said in earlier chat that I want to play a Japanese game on Sega Saturn? Can you guess what it is? It's really a virtual pet hyperfixation. There's multiple virtual pet games on Sega Saturn, so we're not sure. Try to remember, is there a Digimon one on Saturn, or was that one on Wonders one? Is it Nights into Dreams? No, because then you would need a Japanese one. Because the Nights into Dreams have the A-Life thing. That was basically the prototype for the Shadow Garden. Which is somehow even more complicated than the Shadow Garden. Okay. Feel free to use one of our air saucers. Okay. Oh, it's Tamagotchi Park? Okay. we're not very familiar with the Tamagotchi video games. Actually, we've never had a Tamagotchi.
Destroy the other half and allow our army through.
Like, as a kid, we just couldn't afford having one. Family was too poor. So, like, never had a regular Tamagotchi. And, never played any other video games. So,
There is another gravity warping device here.
do we need that, though? Well, Doom will tell us if we need it, right?
That is one of the defense
Okay.
units.
Is the camera supposed to do this? Okay, thank you. You have to manually reset it. There. Yeah, we have seen Sonikuchi. Oh, for fuck's sake! Stop that. Okay, wait, we can't. Oh, it's already right. Wait, did he say turn back? We can't, so guess not. Sorry, we weren't paying attention. Two more. Oops.
Destroy those insolent fools. There is no fall. Watch your footing.
Score 1 Chaos Emerald for the good guys. Sorry there, Shadow, old buddy. Death to all who oppose me.
Where are we going? Okay.
That is one of the defense units. Destroy it, Shadow.
Go without changing the gravity because we really don't want to do that. Then I have to go back up afterward.
Excellent. Destroy every last one of the devices.
Okay, I guess it's go down here. Okay, nice. Well, no deaths and 5,000 points. Hopefully that's good enough.
Next defenses are down.
Fingers crossed.
I won't let the Ark fall back into human hands.
Yes, another star. Yeah, we know Digimon is Tamagotchi for boys. The same woman created both. Because Tamagotchi were not selling to boys in Japan that well. So she thought like making them a bit more cool and adding fighting as a main component would make it popular with boys. And it did, and it like absolutely did. But yes, it had universal appeal, of course. By the way, Miss Sun, do you know of a game series called Rosemont Valley?
You wish you'd never created me.
It's an old Swedish
Using the control stick will let me lean toward other
games for
players.
girls series that we might be streaming the entirety of.
Eggman is inside here. If you have a need to confront him, then assist me in my search.
You heard of it? Okay. Yeah, so there was a game called I think the first one was called The Legacy of Rosemont Valley, or Arvet from no, The Legacy of Rosemont Hill. Arvet from Rosemont Hill. Which no, we haven't played it yet. Which was basically a horse game. It was like a horse game. This was made like by like high profile video game developers in Sweden. Like the people that would later go on to make like Battlefield and the people that would later go on to make the Assassin's Creed games and the Division and stuff like that. So like, but yeah, so that was the first one, and then they did like a semi sequel to that with like more challenges or whatever. And then they did a mystery game called The Mystery in Rosemont Valley, which is like a point-and-click adventure game. And then they did a shopping mall simulator called The Dream Job of Rosemont Hill, Rosemont Valley, which is about managing a shopping mall. Some of these games got localized into other languages. Not all of them, but some of them. And one of them, the shopping mall one, got a German exclusive sequel. 8 years later. Anyway, we've tracked down all of these games, and we will be streaming them at some point here.
My base's defenses will be set. The second machine is up and running. Don't you worry. Even with the rise in magma level, you can still get through.
Yeah, we're very excited about those. It's gonna be fun. We're currently trying to figure out the full like family tree of like localizations, because like a lot of like these games for girls get like rebranded as other games in depending on the country you're in. So like there's like we think it's a French series of games that's named after like some famous like horse athlete. What are they called? People that ride horses in competitions. Jockeys. And like all of those games are just different horse games by different developers that are completely unrelated and not part of the same series. Oops. Okay. But yeah, not part of the same series at all. But they got localized as part of that series. And like,
Not here.
what? What happened? How did we die? Wait. We know what happened. We got crushed to death by the platform. And the state of us being crushed remained, but we were also on top of a vehicle. So the game considered us immortal until we left the vehicle.
Activate the defense unit and use the ledges leading to the path on the left.
Amazing. Anyway, so yeah,
Damn, not here.
we didn't know that Shadow like leapt off the wall when he did that.
Activate the defense unit and use the ledges.
But yeah, you know the Ubisoft games that are like named like Pets with a Z or Horses with a Z, stuff like that. Those games are also like that. They just take games by other developers and rename them as part of a separate brand. Depending on which country you're in, Rosemont Valley and the Ubisoft Horses games are the same series.
I'm counting on you, Shadow.
Yeah, we're currently very fascinated with like the concept of like games for girls that like set out as like that being like their own subject matter, you know? Because like obviously there's an inherent sexist notion to it that like, you know, oh, girls don't like other video games, they need special games that specifically focus on these girly interests. But also like oh, okay. That has never happened before. But yeah, a lot of those girl games suck because a lot of time they're just like games that a company is like, we want to market something to girls, but we don't want to put money or time into it. So just give a developer no time and no resources and tell them to make a girly game.
The doctor knows the truth about my existence. Nobody.
Which is why these Rosemont Valley games are so fascinating, because like as we said, they were given to like big developers. Studios that are now known as DICE, EA DICE, and Ubisoft Massive. Two of the biggest video game developers in the world made those games. And it wasn't like their first games. This was like into like their era as respected developers. That's probably why they were so good and people liked them. It's like the developers were like the kind of developer that would be given more resources and had more experience working with things. But yeah, very fascinating.
No, not Shadow Fever. Death to all who oppose me. Hey, stop that. No, don't drop them here. Chaos, blast.
The mech's automatic system is set to whoever marks the third slot as the designated
A Little Pony Generation 2 game in Swedish. We know of that game. We didn't know it had a Swedish dub, but yes, we absolutely need to play that then. But yeah, My Little Pony, the PC game from 1995, you think, is the only example of animated Gen 2 media from the My Little Pony series. Which is, the Gen 2 was the one they tried to give the horses slightly more realistic anatomy. They had like longer legs and like thinner legs and such. And that game has FMVs. So as a result, it's the only time that we got animated versions of them, because they never got a TV show or a movie, unlike Gen 1, 3, and 4, and 5. Gen 1 getting the original movies, the My Little Pony Tales, and My Little Pony and Friends cartoon series. My Little Pony 3, Gen 3 got a bunch of direct-to-DVD movies and shorts. And of course, Gen 4 was Friendship is Magic and Equestria Girls, other animated shorts that went onto YouTube, and of course the movie from 2016, and no, it was 2017? I remember. And also like the Runaway Rainbow. No, not Runaway Rainbow. That's Gen 3. The rainbow something, the one where like the colors are missing. And then Gen 5 was a new beginning, and it's the one that's currently falling apart because they wanted it to be as big as Gen 4, even though that was never gonna happen. Alright, an Eternal Rival is done. Nicely done. We are we're not as rusty as we worried. Getting through a Shadow the Hedgehog library route in under an hour is always good. Let's hop to the next one. So we've been thinking about Jurassic June, right? And Jurassic June is going to be a little different this year. Last year, and the first time we did it, the goal was play as many dinosaur games as possible. You know? That's not gonna be the thing this. It's gonna be that the month is mainly focused on dinosaur streams. But basically, we don't want to put ourselves in a bigger health risk. So we will not be doing as many streams as last time. We will also try and focus on games we will enjoy playing that have more quality, qualities beyond being funny, you know. Although there will still be some games that are just funny stuff. Like we have the new Swedish, well, not new. We have the Swedish dub of Jurassic Park 3 Dino Defender. CD-ROM of that, so that's gonna be played. But yeah, Jurassic June is gonna be a little bit different, but for the sake of our own health, because we are we're not well, to put it mildly. We our heart rate has started to go up again. You don't know, we have low blood pressure but high heart rate, which we always have that, but our ADHD medication ramps it up further. We used to take medication on top of our ADHD medication to try and lower it, like specifically the heart rate, but that was a combination of medicine that also like kind of undid some of our antidepressants as a result. So we're trying to not have to get those this time, and just kind of going with the ADHD meds as they are. Because of that, we need to be a bit more mindful of our health, like not stress ourselves out too much. Which is not a reason why we're not just going like, oh yeah, let's just tack on 5 never turn back streams that are gonna be 12 hours long so we can get through the library routes. Like we could do that, but we shouldn't. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, we've always been ill. We have a lot of illnesses. We have chronic illnesses. We have like the things like, yeah, no, our heart rate causing problems. Oh, $100 from Allison. I'm lost. What is this game? Is it Toontown? Holy crap! Hello, Allison. Thank you so much for the donation. You just got us past $700. Wow. This is Shadow the Hedgehog. It's a 2005 shooter platformer by SEGA and Sonic Team that, for some reason, has 326 different ways of beating the game, and we are doing all of them while gathering up funds for Project Hope's medical relief in Gaza. Thank you so much for your very generous donation. That's awesome. Love to have you here. Welcome to the stream. It's been your filming. Yeah, of course, Misa. But it means that, like, for example, we're not gonna do only dinosaur streams in Jurassic June. We're gonna do some other things as well. So that, like,
Emergency broad.
if we want to play, we don't know, just throwing something out there. Dragon Age. We will be able to do that even though it's not a dinosaur game. But it's still gonna be among mostly played. I also made me a friend, but forced me to play Toontown for 200 hours, Clockwork Orange style, with toothpicks holding my eyes open. Oh, Allison is someone you know? Funny, our only connection with the name Allison is that we're currently watching Pretty Little Liars, where Allison De Laurentiis is a central figure. No spoilers, by the way. You're there. We have a notebook full of notes following the clues and stuff in that show. Even though we know it famously is terrible regarding that stuff, that's part of the fun.
Oh, Shadow. What a coincidence running.
We just watched season 4, episode 13 before this.
I'm on a government assignment.
No! You can pay a bunch of Toho Yuri VNs in June. We're not gonna do that. Maybe some other time. Yeah, so it is unfortunate that Pride Month is the same month as Jurassic June, because it means that basically we need to decide, do we want to do a Pride Month this year or a Jurassic June this year?
I'm on a government
'Cause it's very hard to do both.
in the air. How about we both look for it?
We did consider if we should like just like swap them and like do Jurassic June one year, Pride the other year. Then we also realized we're doing Pride stuff every month of the year anyway, you know?
Fireworks.
So,
Watch out.
like,
Another firework.
really needed to. Earlier in the games by Queer Dinosaurs, we were working on one! We were working on one and then we burnt out and I had to take a break from all creative work. Cheers. We were working on a game called Omnivore, Love Finds a Way, which was a lesbian visual novel about dinosaurs, where carnivore, omnivore, and herbivore status designated your basically your like social gender, and it was about you playing as an omnivore dinosaur who goes on a who goes on like a reality show set on a cruiser ship.
Maybe you can ride the light blowing up.
Not here.
Who goes on a cruiser ship for a reality show. Yeah, it was a really cool concept, and we even had an artist. Yeah, we were looking for artists for that game. We did find one, a Swedish lesbian artist who does dinosaur artwork. But ultimately, nothing came out of it because we were just too burnt out to work on it. We started writing it and just like crumbled. We were working on a lesbian dinosaur game. It was a really cool concept, and if we can go back to it at some point, and if the artist is still interested in working with us, even though we basically went, hey, you want to do this thing? And then went, sorry, we can't do this thing. Yeah, hopefully she's still on board for it. That'd be nice. The last time we released a game was in 2017. Almost a decade ago.
This is a secret door. You need to find 5 secret keys to open it.
That's good to know, Misa. We have so many scrapped game projects, specifically because of our health. Like, one of those things where, like, if we had enough people to help us out
Out of the way.
with the creative stuff, it would probably be doable. but we wouldn't want to bring on a team without being able to pay said team, and we can't pay said team because we don't have money. Paying one artist, we can do that. Paying 2 artists so that we can maybe have like a background artist as well. We would like to do that. We don't know if we can. We would like to do it, but yeah, it's tricky.
Not bad. Jump!
Also, sorry to hear that Allison got profanity filtered. You're a mod, right? So you can like make sure that
There's an entry point for the lights console.
they weren't blocked from riding or anything.
That's the chaos emerald run by the government.
Sorry about this, but I'm taking this emerald. Perfect.
How to do that? Okay, in that case, let us go over to the chat and get it. Just want to make sure she didn't get into trouble, especially after that incredibly generous donation. Alright, YouTube chat, can you load? There you are.
Emeralds around here.
Okay, we can't see the message.
That's right. I see them escape.
Moderator activity.
Was then captured
That allows
by
to see it?
signals. But from where and why?
Oh.
I know this place. It feels like I've been here before. I know this place. It feels like I've been here before.
Yeah, sorry, we can't see where we would fix that.
It feels like I've been here before.
Moderation. Okay. We have taken off comment. No, that should not be. Wait, we have moderation none.
What happened to my past?
We have moderation none on. It should not be a problem.
What happened to my past?
That's so strange. That is so strange. Alright. Okay, let's see. What have you been talking about? I recently started playing Toho Mistyas Izakaya, and it does one thing I was trying to start out how it would do. The time increments based on actions, and because you run rest in the bonding is tied to the main gameplay. But I had to go through ways separate from your performance duties to progress parts. Okay.
I gotta ask you something. Vector told me that he wants me to find 5 top secret discs. But like, what's a top secret disc?
Yeah. As you all know, we're a big fan of Story of Seasons. But yeah, we do think that the time aspect can sometimes be not great. By the way, did y'all know that the newest Harvest Moon, not Story of Seasons, but like the one that's called Harvest Moon that Natsume makes, finally allows for gay marriage. And they're several years late compared to Story of Seasons, but like, hey, at least they got there. Yeah.
Look, it's those evil creatures. Go and smash them all up. It almost. Check it out. A giant worm. Hey, don't drag me into this. Shadow, you're so.
Garmi's the first like companion on the hero side doesn't complain about killing guns and stuff. Instead, he just like asks not to be dragged into it. That's far more respectable.
Behold the ultimate power.
Do you think that you could use one of those alien saucers to get to that panel? Alright. We can go this way.
Yeah, very excited for Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar remake of the. Was Grand Bazaar DS or 3DS? DS, we think. Yeah, very excited for that one. Well, did any of the Japanese Bokujo Monogatari 3DS games release as Harvest Moon? Or was that, did it start with Story of Seasons immediately?
I found it. The fourth emerald.
That's when the change happened. When Bokujo Monogatari became Story of Seasons, Harvest Moon became Natsume's own
Perfect.
thing. Yeah, DS was Harvest Moon DS, Harvest Moon DS Cute. It was the first one to actually have gay marriage, but only in Japan. Then Island of Happiness, then Grand Bazaar, right? I think that's it. And then Story of Seasons. Well, there was also like the shop game on DSi where we were. I think it was we were in there, and a few other Wii games too. But
From afar.
like
Seen it before?
We Are Tranquility and Animal Parade. We think was Wii. Someday we'll stream Story of Seasons again. What more card game dating sims? Are there any?
Oh, Shadow. Fancy running into you here. There's got to be some kind of peculiar power.
Unless you mean Potionomics, which,
Find it.
yes, we will stream Potionomics again eventually.
Gloves or some kind of alien spawn. Make sure you don't overlook them. God must have left it behind. It looks like it can jump pretty high.
Is it a dating sim or is it a card sim with romance routes? Because those two are not the same thing. And arguably, we would say that Potionomics barely qualifies as a sim, but it just barely skates past the minimum requirements for it,
Are in attack formation.
which is the sim aspect of a dating sim needs to actually be part of it. Dating sims are RPGs, which people seem to not always understand. Like take Skyrim. Skyrim has marriage. Skyrim is not a dating sim. It's an RPG with optional romance as a feature. It's not a dating sim. It doesn't at all try to simulate any kind of pursue a relationship. It's fine, by the way. Like, the bare minimum you need would be like unique likes and dislikes, which you literally don't have in Skyrim.
These ruins are a bit more fussy than I expected. I've detected a high energy. They must be. Firearms won't be any good against those shields. Fight them directly.
That reminds us that we still need to play Bard harder at some point, which is a queer game.
The weather gets a bit turbulent.
Now they took a Memorial. If you think about it. Yeah, they sure did. Tokimeki Memorial, by the way, is an RPG. I mean, that's like it was not the first dating sim, it was not the last dating sim, but it was like it was the Doom of dating sims, you know. And it really bugs us how many people ignore for this session. It bugs us how many people seem to think that that game is like just a VN with romance routes a la oh, we don't know straight visual novels. Like, no, like, that game is a fucking RPG, and it's a fucking in-depth RPG. Speaking of, Tokimeki Memorial is releasing on Twitch, right? I wonder if Konami's finally gonna translate it, officially. That'd be cool. There are fan translations, but we think they're only available for like the less complex versions, like the SNES port. It was an SNES port, right? That's Tokimeki Memorial. Or are we mixing it up with something else? Exactly, Failif. We love Potionomics. We streamed it. The only reason we haven't finished it is because initially something came up that got in the way of our streams. And then every time we've been like, okay, we're finally gonna play Potionomics, something has happened. It's been pure bad luck. But we really love the game. And now it's been so long since we played it, and we don't remember what we were doing. So we're like, should we start over? We don't know. It's a damn good game, though. It's so damn good. You haven't played Potionomics. Potionomics is a game in which you play as the shopkeep of a potions shop. And the gameplay is mixed between you running around gathering ingredients, making potions, and dating. And managing your shop, of course. So, it's really cool. It's very in-depth, and it basically functions as a deck builder. So every time you like manage your shop as a shopkeep, you like try to sell people things through a deck builder based card game. Then like once every week, I think it is, you end up in basically a boss battle against someone trying to shut down your store. And it's really fun. Like, it's really fun. It looks great. You could be a lesbian, date a non-binary, trash-eating witch. Yep. You absolutely can. Or a deer lady. That was our. I think that was the one that we were the furthest with in our playthrough. Quinn is the best romance in the game. Our partner agrees. Noah agrees with that. But yeah, excellent game. Available on everything. If you want to play it, just get it on Switch, get it on PS4, get it on PC. It has voice acting now. We haven't heard the voice acting, but we've been told it's good. That's the thing. We don't know if we want to use the voice acting. Because we like doing the voices ourselves. It's actually... This is a common problem we have with video games. Video games that like first release without voice acting and then they add voice acting later on. We always feel they like forget that sometimes people really like the fact that a game didn't have voices. You know? There's the defense unit. Where the fuck is it? Just played this level like 30 minutes ago. How have we already lost track of things? The defense unit. He said it was here, right? Oh, there it is. We've also been playing, recently we've been playing a lot of digital board games. Like digital versions of regular board games. We're playing like Carcassonne, Sagrada, Calico, Thunder.
Score 1 Chaos Emerald for the good guys. Sorry there, Shadow, old buddy.
Ah, shite. You want to play this too? Yeah, sure. I mean, we've mainly played it hot seat, but they have online modes, I'm pretty sure. We do this. Come on. Lore-wise, we think the answer is just don't think about it. Lore-wise, nothing in this game ever makes sense. Although we think the idea would be right that yeah, actually we don't know. Where the fuck are we supposed to go? Wait. This is where we came from? Yes, came from there. Ah. Where are we going? Oh, it's this part.
York's defenses are down.
I won't let the Ark fall back into
Yeah,
human
we haven't actually played any expansions of Talisman. Except the ones that come with. We played the revised 4th edition Talisman. Well, the longest game we've had so far is 2.5 hours, I think. That's only on 2 players. I'm sure it takes much longer with multiple players. Had a really good game the other day where we played 4 people, and 3 of us died and had to start over as new characters. Because unless you're killed by the command spell, that's the rule. Like, you start over as a new character. Only I played a digital version. We haven't played a digital version.
You wish you'd never created me. Using the control stick while grinding will let me lean toward other rails to jump.
Playing the digital
While grinding,
version of Carcassonne is
the X will make me do a 180
fun.
and a burst of
I still prefer playing it physically, but a good version of one on Steam. I think we preferred the old Xbox Live Arcade version personally, but like it's still good.
Eggman is inside here. If you have a need to confront him, then assist me in my search. Enemy mech
The Xbox Live Arcade edition of Carcassonne is actually how we got into that game.
secret door detected off to the right.
God, we believe you, Gaza. Talisman is so huge. Just the main board is like ridiculously sized. Fun.
Object airborne without use of thrust or engine components. Does not compute.
But we're actually gonna
And are trying to bring me down. Activate the volcanic defenses to shield the base with my
activate this one because it helps us with the lava rise, which is good when we have the saucer.
This trail terminates abruptly. Eggman's machines have caused the magma levels to rise.
Partner also bought the Lord of the Rings board game, the digital version. We don't know if it's the same one that we've played or if it's like another board game. Because obviously there's like a billion Lord of the Rings board game. One we played is a co-op one, from like 2002 maybe. It's really fun. Difficult as hell, but okay, no, done. Didn't make any sounds, so didn't realize. Journeys in Middle Earth? No, it's just called the Lord of the Rings. Like, it has no other name, it's just called the Lord of the Rings. No! God fucking damn it! Whoever decided that boosting and dropping off vehicles should be on the same fucking button in this game should be... Oh, there went the light dash. Anyway, the Lord of the Rings board game was one of the first, like,
Damn, not here.
the Lord of the Rings board game was one of the first European-style co-op games. Or first co-op European-style board games. And in it you, like, try and get through all 3 books. While, like, going from location to location and event to event and collecting cards, valuing different attributes. It's very RNG heavy. It's very God, I hate that we said that. RNG heavy. The fucking board game. There's no generator. It's like Warlock on Firetop Mountain. And we don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. Just look up the board game that's just called The Lord of the Rings. You get to play as Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin, and Fatty. 5 hobbits you can play as. Minimum 2 players, maximum 5. Mix of board game RPG? No. That's not what we're talking about at all. This is very much just a board game. It's just that, like, thematically you are going from location to location and dealing with event and event.
Target sighted. Eggman in possession of the Chaos Emerald.
Basically, there's like
Doctor,
4 levels in the game, and first you have like the starting phase where like you gather up supplies and stuff, and then you get to like the main part where you move on the main board by cashing in cards you draw of certain symbols. Sometimes you need like battle cards, like little swords. Sometimes you need like bravery. Sometimes you need friendship, and then, like, you always need a certain amount of like friendship and bravery and stuff like that to not lose points to the dark side of Sauron. The end of each level. It's very fun, but it's very, very, very difficult. We have never actually beaten it personally.
In other words, by stopping the third wheel yourself, you can deal an attack against Eggman.
Might be older than what we said, because we think it predates the first Peter Jackson film. It doesn't at all use that aesthetic or anything. It's very much based on like the art books and such that would be made for the novels throughout the like 70s and 80s. Maybe it's like 1998 or something like that, or like just before the movie came out, around the turn of the millennium at least. We could show it in this shelf.
Sorry, Doctor, but this is the end for you. Perfect.
Oh no. We just realized we have a cosmic fall one coming up. This is just the beginning. Alright. Okay, so here's the original board game. It's by Rainer Knizia and illustrated by John Ho. And it looks like this. This is the Swedish edition, to be clear. It says Saga om ringen. But yeah, like you have like this board to like walk across to determine where you are on your journey. Then you have like game boards, but when you get to the like non-prepping parts, it's very fun. But we don't know if the digital board game that we have is based on this or something else. Guess we can check that now. No reason not to. The one we have is something else. The one we have is called the Lord of the Rings Adventure card game, apparently. That is completely different. Well, we say we, it's a partner, Noah, who has it. But, yes, I guess they didn't do a digital version of that game. A shame, it's really fun. Well, yeah, because the logo was like not the Peter Jackson logo and Gandalf was on the cover, we thought it might be the same one, but it wasn't. That's a shame. There's a Steam sale going on. Sorry. What Steam sale is going on right now? Is it no specific one and just a regular like sale? What's this? Time travel adventure game Old Skies, released a few days ago, and it's gay? Point and click adventure? Interesting. Oh, didn't. This isn't why we. Oh, there we are. 2000? Yeah, that sounds about right. It's the Steam War Games Fest. That's why it's a sale going on. Oh yeah, our favorite war game, Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, Sonic Frontiers is on sale during the War Games Fest. It's clear that publishers just put everything they want on sale, you know. So many games. There are so many games. Alright. Let's get to the next playthrough. We're just trying to push off how to play Cosmic Fall. That's true, Gaza. True. Link Forces is good, by the way. Just got, yeah, nice, yeah. This is the newest star we have. We'll need keys on both of these. And an A rank on that star. Otherwise, we have all the A ranks on, like, out. Except for these. Yeah, we were planning on streaming Oblivion tomorrow. Then do the last regular return back. I could still change, but that's the current plan. As I explained earlier, Never Turn Back will be returning over and over again throughout the rest of the year. It just won't be a regular event like it's been for the past 2 months, because we want to take a break and play some other things. Because while it is an important thing we're doing, and we're very happy to do it, we also need to not burn ourselves out worse than we're already. And you know, if we hit that 1,000 goal before we finish all routes, we will start adding new milestones and keep going. Because it's not like oh yeah, we hit the 1,000, things are good now, you know. We're doing this for the cause of others, not just reaching a number. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We also want to do a Jackbox stream again soon. It's been a very long time since we did a Jackbox stream. I think the Jackbox stream we did like 2 years ago was the first time we collaborated with well, on this channel at least. Auto donates $25 per month. Gets playing Sonic Forces today. Okay. Okay.
Well done, Shadow.
Anybody who gets in my way is my enemy.
Where it? There it is.
Perfect.
Oh, that goes out way too far. App Shadow. Guess we're installing Sonic Forces. $17 GB, huh? Like it's much more though.
The black aliens have hit. Attention! Emergency broadcast to all mobile units. Headquarters to all.
We will play episode Shadow as the closeout of the stream, provided it has downloaded in time.
What is this sensation? I feel weightless atop this light. I see. I can
Well, the VN
control
was really good.
distance.
The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog is so fucking. We would like the Avatar to come back. I mean, the Avatar is technically in Sonic Rumble, but yeah, we would like the Avatar to come back. We don't like the idea some people have that like the Avatar has been replaced by Influence character Gadget. Gadget is based on the most commonly used Avatar from the promotional material of Forces, but like that doesn't make Gadget the same character.
How about we both look for it together?
The Avatar should be whatever you decided the Avatar was, you know.
Look, that beam of light will let us get down safely. This is a light speed sword. Touch it. That red block is a firewall designed to ward off intruders. Watch out. Another firewall. Out of the way.
So should we do episode Shadow tonight, or should we do it like next stream? Is it more fun to do it tonight? It's not very long. It's not like Sonic Heroes. They wouldn't really take up a full stream regardless. It's probably better to do it tonight.
Another drop here. Be careful. Looks like one of the alien creatures has burrowed out. So look out.
Bannon would go wild for it. It's probably, like, genuinely, it has probably been discussed. Like, Yoshi P, the director and producer of Final Fantasy 14, talked about this recently in one of okay, it wasn't that recent actually, it was a while ago now. They talked about, like, someone asked him about, like, hey, have you ever considered adding dating into Final Fantasy 14? He was like, we have discussed it. We have talked about it. It has come up. It's not something they're planning on doing, but it's like it's not like developers don't talk about that kind of stuff. They actually absolutely have considered it, and like if they could do that in a way that like works, and do that in a way that would like not feel like bad and like feel like it takes away or like hurts the characters in some way, like they have seriously considered it. And so like we're sure the Sonic cast has Sonic the opposite done it as well, but they also like SEGA has like a no romance mandate for at least some of the characters. So that probably means that it was discussed when that mandate was being set. Like, okay, we can't do a dating sim because we don't allow these characters to date. The only time romance is allowed is if it's like part of the character conception. Like the characters were conceived as already being partners. That's how Nate and Dom, you wanna say their names are? From the comic. Got away with being a gay couple, for example. It's not like SEGA don't object to gay couple. They object to developing romance. Hey, as all other mandates, that could change at some point.
Sorry about this, but I'm taking this emerald.
The problem with doing it with like the established characters is that if you make like a game like that,
Perfect.
like let's say in theory that like, oh, so you romance. Let's go with Wave the Swallow. So like your character romances Wave the Swallow. You're now partners. Then they release a new Sonic game where Wave the Swallow shows up and is flirting with someone. Would you feel that that character is now shielded on your character? A lot of people probably would. And that would apply to any single character they put in that game.
I know this place.
They would basically not be able to use them later on without the subject coming up of like, hey, wait, so did the romance stuff happen? That's why it's difficult to like just put this into a series that already does things, you know. Like Final Fantasy XIV could include some way of like romancing NPCs and have that come up in content because it's one game with expansion. But it's like they couldn't do like separated standalone games if they wanted it to be like part of the continuity. And also do that kind of stuff because like how would the game know what you did? I mean we've seen how like people react to games trying to engage with these things with just a response to like Life is Strange Double Exposure, where of course Life is Strange Double Exposure said if you romance Chloe as Max, they eventually broke up. And people got furious about this. Even though breakups, you know, can very much be a natural part of a story. And that came out of just the fact that it was a choice in the first place. So yeah, we don't think it's a good idea, even though we would personally love it. We don't think it's a good idea. Because even before we're getting into like the sexuality aspect, like would you write all the characters as pansexual? Would that feel invalidating to like people who expect characters to be of some kind of sexuality? Yes, it would. Or like would you just restrict it to only straight relationships? No, that wouldn't invalidate even more people. Okay, Andrew, here was something only you would like to see in a game. Okay, what is that? Charming. With your MMO thing about dating characters, imagine you could date the main cast in an MMO, but that character is still unique in the world. So only one player can do it per character. Yes. Yes, do that. Make that a thing. And have it be completely unrelated to game time or like player skill. Make it so fucking strange and random and just impossible to
I found it. The fourth world.
like min-max for, that like you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna get this character and keep them from everyone else. I have like a bunch of like encrypted hidden haste. Like make it as obnoxious as possible. That's all you want.
In this blue sky, staring at it from afar.
No, but seriously, we have talked about how, like, if they want to do something like that, if they want to add some kind of dating element to the routine, what they probably should do is not involve the main cast, but instead do what they've done with, like, the delivery NPCs. The delivery NPCs are basically little mini stories where, like, you craft things and you give them to this NPC with weekly quests, and once you're done with it, you can dress that NPC up in an outfit of your choice. And they could add some kind of dating mechanic for those characters. Not all of them necessarily, but like doing stuff like that, like where it's like dedicated NPCs. You could do it. That would be interesting. It would work as well for us because the character that our Warrior of Light would want to romance is Zoe. It's a delivery NPC. You do, but 14 has already dealt with that by just allowing same-sex marriage and having same-sex couples in the game. So like, it wouldn't like change anything in that regard for that game typically. Hey, that was another thing with Potionamis, by the way. The update didn't just added voice acting; they also added polyamory. It's a separate game mode, you think? So like, yeah.
These roots, legend. There must be just one more left. Firearms won't be any good against those shields. Strike them directly. That's it, Shadow. Behold the ultimate power.
Yeah, we don't expect them to ever actually add dating into Final Fantasy XIV. That's something the players get to do themselves instead. It would be funny if they added it to it for like characters like
Black bird creature is different from the others. It seems to be able to fire something. Use the B button to
Chloe and
like with a lock-on weapon.
go. I forget.
I cannot betray the doctor. Perfect.
Yeah, how the Sonic Forces download is going. Oh, it's already done. Okay. Now we have to do the normal mission, which means getting to the Emerald, but not winning.
A race for the
Right?
There's
Yeah.
an emerald somewhere aboard the Ark.
It is about time you show up, Shadow. The Ark's defense system is blocking our attack forces out. Destroy them, and we can take the Ark.
It's been a long time since the two of us ran along here together. Now, time to kick things up a notch.
Yeah, that kind of outbreak happens all the time.
This is one of the Ark's internal transit devices. This saucer seems to hover above the ground, but it doesn't. Something tells me that I don't want to touch that green energy fluid.
Sorry, but that emerald's mine. See ya.
Is this the Ark's power plant?
Ow! It's so disappointing that this race doesn't actually have a Sonic model racing you, it's just a timer. There's a downgrade from earlier games.
Hey, what's the matter, Shadow? Can't keep up?
We thought there were an alien there, but I guess not.
Behold the ultimate power!
Yep.
Damn, not here.
You can't use Chaos Control there? What the fuck? Why? His control sucks in this game. Genuinely. It's so often the level is just like, no. What?
Not here.
Okay.
This saucer seems to hover above the ground, but it doesn't seem. Something tells me that I don't want to touch that green energy fluid. Is this the Ark's power plant? I need 5 keys to open this door.
Yeah, Shadow Young's control is much better. But like, it wouldn't even be that bad if like it was just more things actually allow you to build it up, and it actually like worked in more locations. Like honestly, it should never stop you. That forced stop shouldn't happen. It should always be an option, we think. Why else would you have it? Like the Chaos Blast is never. Oh fuck. Oh, it's okay.
Now it's time to dash for the finish line.
Now we have to wait. Guess we can work on the game swap text. Do that.
What happened to my past? The gravity has been altered.
Done. All 20 seconds left.
Shadow, there's no way you're beating me now.
The gravity has been altered.
Score 1 Chaos Emerald for the good guys. Sorry there, Shadow, old buddy.
The Ark. Will I ever find the rest of my memories here? Perfect.
Alright, Cosmic Fall time.
Maria was like a
But now we know we have the A rank already, so we can look for keys instead. Yeah, we done before, but we haven't done Space Caddy that much. Because we didn't. The first time we ever reached it was when we started doing um,
Is this
Hero
all
Cryptic
collapsing?
Castle.
Looks like the whole arch.
How many keys do we need? 2. We genuinely have no idea what the keys are.
We gotta get out of here first. All of the passageways are collapsing.
Look, Shadow. Once our army attacks, the Ark will fall. You must hurry on ahead and get the Chaos Emerald. Shadow, stop at once. Our giants, heralded for their pure strength, form the core of our army. Look down.
Yeah, that's just a bad idea. Oh. Oh. Camera control in this level is so fucking terrible. Not for me. Go.
That transport is still active.
Finding keys on this level really is like frustrating.
This entire place collapses.
Oh, hi, Vector.
Shadow! We have to make it to the computer room before this place collapses! Think you can give me a hand?
No floor here, right? Oh wait, no, it is. Gotta be. That's a spring.
Damn, not here.
What? They put a fucking... What? Wait, what? But there's no floor down there. But there's like...
Damn, it's not here.
Wait, what? Okay, okay, so the green stuff... Wait, can we stand on the green stuff? Oh.
Damn, not here.
Children's toys. Crushed.
Damn it. Damn, not here.
No, it's instant death. It's not even like a damage plane, it's a kill plane.
Children's toys.
We died despite iframes. Okay, so definitely the key isn't there, but why is there a spring and a pulley and... Did the pulley go anywhere? The spring just goes back up here, but like does the pulley do the same thing? Try one more time.
Damn, not here.
2 more times. Okay. No, it just goes up here. Okay. What a strange thing. Yeah, it feels like they accidentally left some draft level objects. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Oh, Mitsan. We're trying to find keys. It's not going very well, but we did meet the episode Shadow incentive, so we're gonna be switching to Sonic Forces soon. Okay, so hold on. The pulley here will bring us up to this. There might be something there. What?
Damn, not here.
What? That pulley just kills you. What the fuck is this level? Oh, there's another pulley there. You see it? Hold on, how many extra lives do we have? 2. Okay. A bad idea. This feels better. We can't see where we're going. Okay. That's a chaos control thing. What? You get chaos control power here? Wait, hold on. What is it? Find the chaos emerald. Find people. Yeah, right. The f Chronological order, like release, or chronological order timeline placement?
Behold the ultimate power.
Timeline placement. Oh, okay. You do know that that's like a lot of discussion about that order, right? There's no official consensus really. Some people claim that the website recently gave an official timeline. They didn't. That's just people who are like exaggerating what the website did. Where the fuck are the keys on this level? Yeah, we'll help you figure out a timeline. We can share. We can give you the our timeline, which is based on our personal interpretation of the games, and like sources. Like it cites official data for certain placements that are otherwise contested. To be fair, most of it people do agree on. It's just a few things that have been shuffled around and changed here and there, and some people think some games should be included and other games shouldn't. Yeah, like, it's a bit of a clusterfuck. Like for example, we think Tails Adventure be before Sonic 1. But that's like that placement is based on the Western manuals. Japanese manuals state that it's after Sonic 2. And like it's not immediately after, but like at some point after Sonic 2. And like generally the Japanese manuals are considered the ones to follow. but we think it just clashes by placing it there. We think placing it before Sonic 1 is a better pick. That is one of those things where, like, I just don't agree with the official placement. Yeah. When you watch me play, I would love that. I'm probably not gonna be as good as you. We're not good, but absolutely, of course.
Where am I from? Where am I going? Soon, the truth will be revealed.
Let's be real, most series have proper timeline. It mainly becomes an issue when you have, like, non-recurring characters. Like, most of the Sonic games, it's literally just, like, they released in the order they happen. There are a few exceptions to that, but yeah. I wish I could stream, then you could help me live if I get stuck. I mean, I could still do that. I mean, like, you could, like, call me up on Discord while you're recording or something. Like, we could figure something out. But yeah, it's we just realized this is probably gonna be the only Eggman boss, the only boss we fight this stream. We fought this boss 3 times now. We would fight Black Doom if we do one more playthrough, but we're gonna do Sonic Forces after this. We'll see if we are up for more library playthroughs after that or not, because we do need to sleep tonight as well. We got to use Chaos Blast there. Yeah, the main ones that, like in the Sonic series, all the main games that's like the console releases happen in the order they were released. Where the problem comes in is handheld games, which are always set between console games, and they can be tricky. Then there's like a few games that aren't part of the timeline. Some are obvious. All the Sonic Boom games, those are obviously part of Sonic Boom's separate continuity. But also, like, Sonic Spinball. Some people will insist that Sonic Spinball is part of canon, but it's not. It just isn't. Even the new updates on the website, like, goes against that, because Sonic Spinball is set in the cartoon and comic style universe, the American Sonic universe. Sonic Jump, we believe, doesn't have a proper narrative, which means that it doesn't happen. That's the other thing. Like, if there is no narrative, then the placement doesn't matter, you know? For some games, they don't have a plot. So, like, when did they happen? They didn't. There's no story. But again, like, Sonic Chronicles was canon, but has been removed from canon. Now we're using canon in the commonly used continuity sense. We don't have our timeline with us, but we think... Actually, we can just read you the timeline that we currently have. There's no reason we can't do that. And that timeline is based mostly on official data. So we have changed some of the things we don't like, and kept some of the things we don't like as well. We can read that before we play Sonic Forces. That was Crystal of Tragic Knowledge. Alright, so we're gonna read you the Sonic timeline we have made. Don't worry, we'll put it on screen. Timeline. That's the movie timeline. The one we want. Sonic Timeline 2025 version. That's it. Alright, let's go here. Break time. Sonic Timeline. Sure. Alright. God, this is bright. Hold on. Too bright for the screen. Be fine. Gonna make a little. Do that. Gotta lower the brightness a little bit. It's ridiculously bright. Color correction. Brightness a little bit. In the contrast so that it still ends up being white. That'll do. Alright. So our take on the so yeah, this is following the so this is kind of like a middle ground. Because Sonic the Hedgehog, first game. The 8-bit Sonic the Hedgehog is the same story as Sonic 1. The game is very different, but it's the same story, so it's not on the list. This adventure. So normally we would want this before Sonic 1, and Japan wants it after Sonic 2. So we decided to just place it between them. Sonic 2, Sonic CD, that's official. Sonic Chaos after that. Again, released after CD, so that's where it goes. SEGA Sonic the Hedgehog. They make a tiny video this timeline reading for future reference. We're gonna make an entire video about the timeline at some point. That's part of the reason we have made this document. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Then, from classic Sonic's perspective, Sonic Generations happen. Anyway, Sonic Drift, Triple Trouble, Drift Racing, Chaos Sky Patrol, Knuckles Chaotix, Sonic Labyrinth, Sonic the Fighters, Sonic 3D, Sonic Blast, Sonic Mania, and then from classic Sonic's perspective, Sonic Forces. The Sonic Mania Adventures animated series, and this is when the first comics start to enter the thing, with the anniversary comics, and they continue up until Sonic Superstars, which is the latest game for Sonic specifically. Then Sonic Adventure happens, and this is where we're not sure. We haven't added Sonic the Hedgehog Pocket Adventure yet, because that game is kind of a remake of Sonic 2. But we need to sit down and read the manual and replay the game and see if there's something that like justifies it as its own game or not. I don't remember right now, but that might go before or after Sonic Adventure. Sonic Shuffle, Adventure 2, Advance 2, Pinball Party. Yes, Pinball Party has a story. Metal Sonic is in that too. Fox. Sonic Heroes, Battle, Advance 3, Sonic Rush, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Riders, Sonic 06, Sonic Rivals, Sonic Rush Adventure, Sonic Rivals 2, Riders Zero Gravity, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Hypo, Sonic Unleashed, 360 PS3 version, to be exact, Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic Free Riders, Sonic Colors, Wii or Ultimate specifically, although we like to think that the DS version is also part of the continuity and you just don't see the conversations that are in that game because of like a brevity. Shadow Generations, the animated series, then both Sonic and Shadow Generations happen at the same time. Sonic Lost World, Runner's Adventure, that's the mobile game with a story mode that's still available. The original Sonic Runners is no longer available. Did have a story mode, not on the timeline because it was delisted. Sonic Forces, first episode Shadow, then the main game. Team Sonic Racing, Sonic Frontiers, The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Dream Team, and then probably Team Sonic Racing Cross World next. Yeah, so that's the timeline that we have here. Includes most of the Sonic games. The ones that aren't on there aren't on there because they don't have a story, like an actual designated narrative in the game. Yeah, for most of the games, it's release order. Alright, let's see. How do we best do this? So, let's start by going back here. We're gonna just bring the game swap image in and set it to game swap Sonic Forces episode Shadow. Copy that. Here, we suppose? Oh, oops. Maybe we should have it on here. That's a good idea. Looks better there. Right? Actually, no. Put it up here. Alright, we're gonna just make sure the game works and such, and then we'll be back in like a minute and play yeah, then we'll play Forces. So back in a sec. All right. Welcome back to Never Turn Back. We unlocked the Sonic Forces episode Shadow playthrough. So that's what we're about to do now. So, don't know. Episode Shadow is the prequel to Sonic Forces. It's one of two prequels to Sonic Forces. And it's a short little story about what Shadow did before the events of Sonic Forces. So, without further ado, let's play. Let us know what the audio levels are like when things start.
Shadow, we've got a report from the Intelligence Division. They've located an unknown base of operations that seems to be totally outside the chain of command for Eggman's army. There's a large-scale troop presence, suspiciously large for a place with no strategic value.
I can't imagine the Doctor would do something like that without reason.
No kidding. And there's a rumor going around that old rotten Eggman has been developing some kind of new weapon. So...
Yeah. Looks like this won't be your garden variety recon mission.
do it to it, Shadow. Omega went on ahead of you, so you can link up with him on site.
I'm more than enough on my own. I'll handle things my way.
Omega said the same thing. You two go together like chili and hot dogs.
Cut the chatter. I'm on my way.
You can't hear the voices that well? Tune it up. All right.
That area is enemy territory. Keep going, Shadow.
Got it.
The episode Shadow is a very short, kind of like challenge run of some Sonic Forces level with
This is supposed to be a recon mission. You can't go
observations.
making a big scene.
You should have known better than to send Omega on an op like this.
Hold on. Was it that you didn't like this story? No, we like Sonic Forces.
Unknown hostile encounter. Rouge, come in. Position coordinates lost. Current location unknown.
Omega,
We're one of the few
what's going
people
on?
that like Sonic Forces.
Respond.
That's not fair. Sonic Forces got an okay reception, but the hardcore Sonic fans hate it. Oh yeah, Shadow has like a special homing attack. Like, he can do that. Wish he had that in Rages, but he doesn't.
This is E123 Omega.
The Shadow story? Yeah, no, we don't like we don't like Episode Shadow. Episode Shadow sucks because it has terrible level design. This right here, you can see the bad level design.
What's going on over there?
Unidentified system intrusion.
They just placed a bunch of boxes
I am E123 Omega, the most
on
powerful.
in the air at their level. They take already good levels and just put a bunch of boxes like this in the air to make up new, harder layouts. It's like terrible. Looks terrible. The story itself we like, but yeah, that's what we don't like. And also, you need to like get these you need to like chain these to like get some fun stuff, and like Because double jumping and homing attack is on the same button, people didn't like it when it wasn't. It's really tricky to even do those things. Okay.
The world's most powerful robot is no more a challenge than crab meat. As I suspected, this power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength. Ah, and still more wonderful. A not-so-tall, dark, and brooding guest has arrived. I've been waiting for you, Shadow. Tell me what you did to Omega. Weaklings like him are of no consequence. Come now, Shadow. A long-awaited reunion, and still you spout such nonsense. I don't know you. And the only thing of no consequence around here is that big mouth of yours. Ah, I suppose you would think so. Oh, yes. I am infinite. You say you do not know me, and yet I remember you so very well. To you, it was simply another in a long list of Eggman bases you tore down without a second thought.
Flashback!
We've got an intruder. Shadow has entered the facility. Defense Squad Jackal has already been completely annihilated. All available troops, intercept that blasted hedgehog by any means necessary. I went to great pains to get the best mercenaries around, and he still totally wrecked the defense squad. Shadow!
Should have hired some defense squads for the defense squad. Hey, Doctor.
Did not have the shaft there.
Unbelievable! He's getting deeper and deeper into the facility. That computer running analyses in the core is invaluable. One of you idiots, stop that hedgehog now! Shadow is still alive? At least the analysis of the stone was completed yesterday. But no! I still can't let this facility be destroyed.
Oh, whoa, 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 what the fuck?
Shadow is still alive? At least the analysis of the stone was completed yesterday. But no! I still can't let this facility be destroyed. Is there anyone left out there?
Also, reminder that BL and Yaoi are not the same thing.
Seems like this place is important.
Yaoi doesn't have
wonder
story.
the cannon fodder has been putting up a fight.
Respect the original Japanese meanings. This level is pretty fun. The Sonic one is better. That's the case for all of the episode Shadow levels. But yeah.
Hey, you! You know you can hear me. You're captain of Squad Jackal, aren't you? Your squad was useless. Go clean up their mess already!
Yeah, I got it. You destroyed my squad. I'll show you why they call me the ultimate mercenary. Take this! What?
Worthless.
No.
Don't show your pathetic
no,
face
Fade
around
Leaf.
me ever again.
I'm shaking. Me? Afraid? Pathetic? Me? He's calling
Bara
me
means rose.
weak.
It's also a slur. We'll go through it in a bit.
Weak. I'm not. I'm not weak. I am not weak. Ah! That day, I gave up my own unsightly face. I let go of the old me, the one that was so weak, so that I could become stronger. And then, at last, I obtained the power. The power to make all yield to my will. I was reborn!
By the way, if you just play Sonic Forces without this DLC, you never find out any of this.
I've only become what I am because of you. Yet you don't remember. But I suppose that's the way it goes. It simply means that the old me was too weak, too pathetic to remember. And now you've become nothing more than an insect, waiting to be crushed underfoot. Thanks to this limitless power I've obtained, I have become unstoppable. Take this!
The fact that they don't do proper cutscenes outside of what we saw is so frustrating. Okay, so let's talk about this. Japanese terminology for queer stuff. Bara means rose, and referring to men as roses was a homophobic slur in Japan back in the day. Then in the 70s, it was reclaimed by parts of the Japanese gay scene. And the first Japanese magazine for gay men was called Barazoku. Barazoku meaning the Rose Tribe. And that magazine ran for a very long time, was very popular, and they also established a column for lesbian readers in that magazine. And because, you know, gay men were referred to as roses, they decided to use another flower for women. They used lilies, Yuri. So that was the Yurizoku, the Lily Tribe column. Yuri has never been used as a slur for lesbians, but it was adopted as a word for lesbians in the late 70s. Then as the doujin scene became popular in the 80s after Japan's altered pornography laws, Yuri started becoming adopted as a genre term for lesbian works of fiction. Although it didn't really become big until the mid-90s, but for stuff involving men, specifically porn, the term yaoi came into existence, which is short for So we've gotten this wrong before. Yamanashi, Ominashi, Iminashi? No, the middle one is wrong there. Anyway, that's what yaoi stands for, and it means basically like no plot, no substance. This is just stories about two characters having sex for the sake of being porn. That's what it means. And then as more romance fiction, ochinashi. Yeah, it's ochinashi, not ominashi. Then as romance fiction involving men became more popular, a new marketing term called BL, boys love, came into use. And a sibling one for Yuri, girls love, GL. Yuri and girls love being synonymous. Men's love is a not often used term for boys love, made by men. Not very common, but it was used briefly at this time. And some people in the gay community did start using bara as a genre term as well. That was more when referring to stuff very, very intrinsically linked with like works focused on like certain venues of gay male interests. These days, the more common terminology used for stuff like that would be gaykomi. And bara has been very much phased out, in part because it was a slur, and while it did get partially reclaimed, it didn't really stick in the way that Yuri did. And then we in the West fucked it all up by deciding to call everything yaoi, and inventing terrible ideas like shonenai and shoujo-ai that disregards what that means in Japanese. And yeah, we hold lectures on these things at conventions. So like, yeah. Anyway, stage 3. Also, welcome, David.
Shadow? Shadow? Shadow, do you read me?
Where am I? That guy. What happened to Infinite?
Huh? What are you mumbling about, Shadow? You okay? Anybody home? We're going to pick up Omega. He was destroyed 3 months ago, remember? Get it together.
No, Miss-san, that's the Western misuse of the term.
Shadow? Shadow?
In Japan,
Shadow,
that
do
would
you
still be
read me?
called boys love. This is why we hold these lectures, because in the West these things just get misused all the
What are
time.
you mumbling about, Shadow? You okay? Anybody home? We're going to pick up Omega. He was destroyed 3 months ago, remember? Get it together.
Wow, this is going bad.
Shadow? Shadow, do you read me?
Where am I? That guy. What happened to Infinite?
Huh? What are you mumbling about, Shadow? You okay? Anybody home? We're going to pick up Omega. He was destroyed 3 months ago, remember?
Anyway, homosexual woman is not as simple as just Yuri. It's just that when we talk specifically about genre terminology and how the words came to be and what they mean, it is more simple, yes. But like, trust us, we could talk in detail about the history of Yuri as well, which is very, 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 very convoluted. But again, we hold lectures on these, and we get paid for those lectures, so... Fuck! Press stomp instead of boosting by accident. Yeah, can you see here why we don't like these levels? Like, look at this. It just like put shapes in the air. This is Sonic Frontiers level design right here. People like it there because it's Sonic Frontiers.
This is where Omega was destroyed. But there's no sign of him here.
Sure seems that way. Probably because it never really happened.
What?
Affirmative. I have never known to defeat.
Omega?
I am not defeated. I am not weak. I am not weak. I am not weak. I am not weak. I am not weak.
What is this? My head.
Oh, I fucking hate these levels. We're so glad some Shadow Generations actually had good design. Yeah, we know SF Bookhandling. Yeah, all the SF Bookhandling do. Trust us, we have told them to stop using the accurate terms, but they haven't. At least they're no longer. It used to be that they only used yaoi. So like, they didn't even use to write Yuri. But yes, if you say yaoi, we'll know what you mean. But like, we don't think that's a good excuse for like, when like there's history to this, there's culture in this, you know. What? But it's not a localized name. It's not a localized name. It's a misused Japanese term that literally is short for something. A fucking portmanteau. Yeah, I mean, BL sells more. Or rather, that's not entirely true. BL is marketed more and therefore sells more. And then the justification is that it sells more.
No. Is this an illusion?
I took the old Sonic comics. Oh, nice.
This is reality, Shadow. Your reality. I didn't expect to see you come back alive, but you must admit, it was a truly wonderful show, wasn't it? This power, before we've even tuned it, just as I thought, it is unrivaled. Not even Sonic will be able to stand against me now. Sonic? What are you plotting? What is this? Stop! Where do you think you're going, Infinite?
Shadow? Shadow! Finally, the connection's back. What are you doing?
Rouge?
Forget it. Get away from there as soon as you can. There are explosions going off all over. The facility's about to collapse.
Withdrawing now. What's the meaning of all this? Rouge, are you telling me the truth?
What's the point of lying about it? Eggman got a beat on Sonic and mounted a massive assault. I mean, sure, A for effort, but it's nothing to worry about. We've got the advantage now. Sonic is there too, so I don't think it's a big enough deal for you to head out.
Not even Sonic will be able to stand against me now. I can't imagine the Doctor would do something like that without...
Shadow! This is not good. Hurry! Get over there!
Voice is terrible, and is a terrible person.
What is it, Rouge? What happened?
Is everyone okay?
We are, thanks to you. Cutting it kind of close, though, pal.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I roll. Okay, let's finish this, Eggman.
It will be your finish, Sonic. Behold the power of my ultimate masterpiece!
Huh? Shadow, it's you? Zavok! Metal! Chaos! Huh?
Whoa, this guy is faster than Sonic! No, wait! It's something else. Gotta scan him and figure this out.
What are you? How are you doing? Go!
Nice.
Tails? I need to know what's going on with this guy.
I'm trying, Sonic, but these readings are all messed up. They don't make any sense.
Go! Running out of time here, Tails!
Sonic!
So here's the really frustrating part, right? Shadow is gone for most of Sonic Forces. And you would think Episode Shadow would try and explain why. But they don't. Like, they don't. We're gonna go back to the title screen now. I'm gonna show you something. So like, we go to the theater. This is all the cutscenes in the game, right? And Shadow comes back here. And then he basically doesn't do anything for the rest of the game either. He comes back right in the middle of the story. Actually, considering like there's like obviously like multiple ending cutscenes and such, it's like even later in the middle. And like,
All right, Shadow, what's the deal?
Chaos control!
Another Shadow? He just disappeared.
That was a fake.
A fake? How?
so naturally you would hope that like they explain where Shadow's been the entire game. Nope, they don't. Or if they do, it's like very much just like they don't show anything. It's just like offhand mention of like he was doing something else while, you know, sorry, all the DLC gets activated. Because like all of the because like Eggman took over the world, but Shadow was busy with other things, we guess. Here's all the levels in order, right? And that is, it is this one, you think? Stage 15. Out of 30 with bosses. Oh yeah. The good thing about Displaced Shadow is that it also allows you to do this. Yes, we know. You can play as Shadow. Ah, fuck. Missed the shortcut. See, we think that line is good. We don't understand people hate the Sandhill line so much. It's a line that makes sense because Sandhill is literally a place. So yeah, Green Hill being like full of sand and him saying it looks more like Sandhill now. It makes perfect sense. It even feels in character. People hate it for some reason. Anyway, let's get our avatar. We don't know what the avatar is right now. Oh, we have a wolf right now apparently. Go to our avatar collection. Yeah, the wolf is saved. Good. So this is our original character. The one we played through the game with. He's currently in a very femme outfit. He's doing something. Yeah, so these are the things that unlocked just now. And this, which we gotta be honest, like we don't like Persona, but like that is a boss outfit. Can't deny that. Actually, hold on. Probably just do this, right? This here. Headgear? Skin color, let's make that. It's that part, okay, let's see what it is. It's body color. Actually, I think you can only give them short, the boys. Because I think all the you can give them, okay, you can give them full-on bodysuits technically. So in that way you can give them pants, but otherwise it's like shorts. But yeah, because the body is only the top of the body that you adjust. These are the Persona human hands, we think. Actually, it might also be the monkey ball hands, I'm not entirely sure. Hey, look! It's Shadow! What's the victory pose? That one. Alright, yeah. God, come on, stop. Wisp bomb. Teleport in the direction of the left stick. Hell. Affects enemies entering through a black hole. No. Actually, you know what? Yeah, sure, let's have that. Put that in our avatar collection. Oh, they just save like that. Okay. Then we can show the other ones off. So yeah, that's our cat, and then we have our bear. This is our hedgehog, obviously. Our bunny. Our bird. Our dog. Our wolf. And our second wolf. Oh, one of these was probably for the Whisper mod. Oh, closet. That's what we're looking for. Like, yeah, here you can save outfit. Oh, we have Tyrant Arrest. Alright, this is the one we have when we finish the game. Remember that. Alright, let's high level. I guess we can do Shadow and Avatar. Let's see if we can. No, you can't. That's a shame. But then we can do your prison hall. Just to show off the character. You can do rental avatar where you get someone else's avatar. That's kind of funny.
Listen up, rookie. Our other forces are busy dealing with enemies. It looks like you took the best route. It's up to you to save Sonic now. Find him!
This is not used to the controls for this part.
The prisoners are being held in a kind of internment facility. Sonic is probably there too. Security is tight, so stay on your toes.
Normally here you would learn to use either fire or wisp bomb, we
Nothing in
think.
this room either.
Man, we're still trying to fight our way out. They've got us pinned down. Looks like this place was used
We have a
up
super
until
powerful
recently.
void thingy, so
that many of our brethren were held here.
One more thing Eggman will answer for.
Uh-oh. They're on high alert now.
I sense Sonic's presence.
Oh.
He's close.
got the quick step buttons. They flashed on screen and we still clicked the wrong ones. The music is great. Sonic Forces is a great soundtrack. Genuinely. There's a level, I think it's called Fading Tower. Hold on. I think it's called Fading Tower. No. When is it then? Is it Imperial Tower? This could be it. Yeah. This is our favorite level theme from the game.
Oh, we made it so far. We're so close. This is truly world-shattering.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Currently don't have maneuverability on this character because of our Wisp-on choice.
If you can get close enough to that sun, the prototype should cancel out the effect.
You'll be burnt to a crisp before then. Give it up, rookie! Fall back!
Ah. Yeah. This song might be called Fighting Tower. Or Fading World. Fading World or Fading Tower. Let's play another Shadow level. How about we do... That's an Avatar stage? What? It is? This was fun. Let's do a do this one with our avatar then.
Watch out! Metal Sonic was spotted near there.
Strange. I don't see him anywhere. Whew, that was a close one. Good work, partner. Keep it up. It's lights out for you.
Ah. Perfect, that's okay.
We can't let these things keep rampaging around the city. So this is thanks to the Phantom Ruby too, huh? Eggman's new invention is a real pain in the neck.
Yeah, for like these stages where you're both Sonic and an avatar, you swap between them, between the gameplay styles, by just either using the boost or the wisp on. Like if you boost now, we're Sonic. If you use the wisp on again, we're the avatar. It actually works really well. That feels like something that could easily have been like really busted. We're trying to get 50 rings if we want to show off Supersonic, but I think we're gonna get it honestly. Up. That's what we should be saying. They should make a Sonic RPG where you play as the avatar.
Here goes, partner. When we join forces, the sky's the limit.
Oh, double boost! This is not a real QT, by the way. You can never fail the double boosts in any other moments. Sonic Forces is shoddy in a lot of ways, but it has some really cool moments and ideas, and we appreciate that. We like this game. Let's do another Shadow level. Do Egggate's a good one. Do Eggate. Wait, what? You can't have Shadow on Eggate? What? Wait, did we lose Shadow? No, we have Shadow there. And there. Wait, can you... Why can't we do Eggate? That's so strange. Why can't Shadow do this level? Very strange. Can we do network terminal? Yes. Let's do that then. Our favorite level in this game is actually Null Space, but that's another Avatar level, so like a Sonic and Avatar level. We can't do that one either. Won't have Shadow. I really hate that this game uses wisps for boosting rather than using rings like Sonic Unleashed. Really? Can we land on something, please? So while we don't like that they used Chemical Plant Zone again, since that was already in Sonic Generations, we do like that in this game, Chemical Plant Zone is like a dedicated location, like different areas and such. That is pretty cool. Note how every time we die horribly, it's always in the 2D sections. We maintain that 2D sections was the one bad thing to come out of Sonic Unleashed. Leave the 2D sections for the 2D games. Thank you very much. If we ever do stream Sonic Forces as a playthrough, we will make Tinder. Tinderbox, the avatar creator. We have no idea which species she should be though. Like the options, by the way, are dog, wolf, rabbit, bear, cat, bird, hedgehog. The only one we haven't fully leveled up is Wolf. The other ones we've fully finished leveling up. Yeah, we don't know. Maybe a bear could be cute? Yeah, the head. You can actually get the Fleetway Amy spikes, kind of. Ask which animal Tinderbox. Yeah, we don't know because like Tinderbox is a fairy. She's none of these. She's a pixie. No. Hey look, you can have the ears that we want to have in Final Fantasy XIV in this game. Yeah. It is fun to make a character in this game. It's like it is not super good. Like there's a lot of limitations. But like even so, it is fun. Especially since we unlock things every time you rank up in the game. Like we don't know if we've unlocked everything actually. I think we have, but possible we haven't. There's a lot of shit in this game. It's a shame this one doesn't come in green, so you can't really make. Actually, no, the Doom guy does has a gray one. You're right. There, maybe we can make the Doom guy. See, what would the Doom guy wear on the body? Process. Yeah, you can also have Shadow the Hedgehog fluff. Even without the Shadow the Hedgehog bodysuit. A cool scarf. Bird so she can be a dinosaur? That's not a bad idea, but I don't really see Tinderbox as a bird, to be honest. Yeah, it's probably closest to get to the Doom Marine. That'd be some army boots, right? Remember when we did the Doom guy in Armored Core 6? Let's sleep soon. Oh, we too. We're gonna close up the stream in like very soon. We're just having some fun with this. For hands, the Doom guy has brown gloves. If they ever remaster this game, we do hope they like add in like custom colors. These things. And again, they probably wouldn't want to do that because the people will just make naked characters. Which, you know, you're allowed to do if you play as a boy, but not as a girl, because that's how these things go. Alright. Now you've seen, do we have all the red rings? S ranks, S ranks, S ranks, rings. Damn, wait, did we 100% this game? Holy shit, we did. Wow, we did not remember that we 100%ed this game. What achievements do we not have? There's a bunch we don't have. 6 of them we don't have. Collect a total of 100,000 rings, all Wisbons. Highest honors with all races, all parts, all challenge missions. Wait, what? There's 20 challenge missions missing? Oh right, there's like a separate thing, isn't it? You remember now? Mission here. Right, we haven't done these. Okay, so apparently we didn't finish wolf and rabbit. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's only 4 steps for Shadow and some extra gameplay for fun. We are now gonna close that game down. And we'll hop back over to this screen. Oh, what? Oh, that jump was not good. And we're gonna update the donation tracker, the donation incentives. So the next one here is gonna be that's too long for the. Oh, okay. There we go. We now have another game swap donation incentive ready. That is the Sonic 2006 Shadow story. You know, we're actually gonna put a higher number on that than we did because that's a long playthrough. That is several hours. So, yeah. Yeah, we got to 200 on that one. 200 on that one. That's gonna be it. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. We're probably gonna stream tomorrow night. And we'll do at least one more Never Turn Back before April ends. And then it's gonna be whenever we have time throughout the year, doing more runs, getting more money for Project Hope. We would like to give a very special thank you to all those who donated today. You are Allison, who donated $100. Still wonderful, thank you. And Moto, who donated almost the same amount. In total, that's $80 total. So thank you for that as well. And if you can't donate, if you can't afford, share the link. We'd also give a special thank you to our regular supporters. You are Ahmed G, Alana D, Aya, Barrow of Dirt, Kaylee, Fadeleaf, Garden, Haruhase, Hikari Niyume, Hokase, James M, Jonathan H, Yus, Dubs, Loose Queen, Micah Rosenblum, Moto, Rain, Ralph H, Rumray, Saga Music, Semi-Random 7th, Shadow Winchester, Sean Peterson, Spider-Rebel News, Servant11, Nicleoti, and Yerocha. Thank you so much for supporting us. Love you all, take care, and we'll see you next stream.